This segment brought to you by SureCrop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
We're back. Now we learn more about global soybean trade with Kyle Bauer and Paul Burke.
Hi, this is Kyle Bauer. I get an opportunity to visit with Paul Burke. He's with the US Soybean Export Council. And wow, right now you have a tough job with all the tariffs that are out there. I mean, certainly long term, it appears the administration is trying to make things better, but the short term is a big challenge.
Well, definitely it's a challenge, and it's very clear to soybean farmers throughout the United States that we do not have the immediate export demand that would support higher prices, and is causing them to have a less than favorable basis, but also up in the upper Midwest, even being able to deliver their soybeans to the country elevators or other originators. So we have a big challenge. The bright side of it is that soybean exports are moving. They're just, China was a big shop vac of demand in the the September through December time period. We don't have that now. But other markets that are traditional markets for U.S. soybeans in the European Union and other parts of Asia, they're buying a lot of our soybeans. We think we'll have a 90% market share in those markets by throughout the year. At the end of the year, we will export as many soybeans as we did last year. The problem is it's just not happening fast enough right now. We're doing everything we can to address that issue. We have a short-term mitigation program in place right now, where a lot of the activities that we would have done in March, we're moving into November and December and January to bring buyers and sellers closer together. We're going to be bringing teams of buyers from Asia to the Pacific Northwest to show them the opportunities to buy attractively priced soybeans from the PNW. So we're doing everything we can to mitigate the situation in the short run, and we're also changing our investment strategy to develop long-term markets to address these changing trade flows.
So who is a U.S. Soybean Export Federation? Who makes up the membership?
Well, the primary sponsors or investors in the U.S. Soybean Export Council is the U.S. Soybean Checkoff, as well as the U.S. Department of Agriculture Foreign Agricultural Service, and those funds come to us through the American Soybean Association. We also have about 100 members that are exporters, as well as allied industries and state soybean boards. Those are the investors and our members. But since we received those funds from the checkoff, basically we work on behalf of all U.S. soybean farmers.
Truly, though, when you're looking at new uses, for instance, aquaculture has become a nice user and seems to have huge upside potential. A lot of that work is through works of yours.
Absolutely. You take a market like China, 25 years ago, zero soy was used in aquaculture rations. Now, probably about 9 to 10 million metric tons of soy is used in the aquaculture industry. So, and that would not have taken place if it had not been the investment of the U.S. soybean farmers and the U.S. government in the aquaculture program in China. Now we're taking that experience and we're replicating it in what we see as high growth markets such as Egypt, India, Africa, and Latin America.
Visiting with Paul Burke. He is with the US
Soybean Export Council.
US Soybean Export Council. This is Kyle Bauer reporting. Back to you, Jamie.
Thanks, Kyle. Stay tuned here to Farm Factor for the Kansas Farm Bureau update, coming up right after this break.
Next time you see a beautiful field of corn, reach out and thank the farmers who work tirelessly to raise corn for livestock feed, renewable fuels, and exports to feed a growing world population. The farmers on the Kansas Corn Commission work for Kansas Corn with grower-funded checkoff dollars that support foreign and domestic market development, research, promotion, and education to expand opportunities for Kansas farmers. To learn more, visit kscorn.com.